Welcome to Cars on Fifth, which has over 750 cars on display. It's an annual event that has been going on for over 20 years, and it is to benefit charity. This year's charity is Habitat for Humanity. The event, Cars on Fifth, is thrown by the Ferrari Club of Naples. And everywhere you look here, you're gonna find one-of-a-kind Ferraris, regular Ferraris, and you're gonna find classic Ferraris. And it is just a sight to see. One of the great things about Cars on Fifth is the classic cars that are around. And you'll see classic Jaguars, etc. But one of my favorites is the classic vet section. And it's really cool. And we're here with one of the owners that's displaying his, Mark.
We have a 1963 Corvette Stingray. It was a frame-off restoration, all original, 327 4-barrel. This is actually a hardtop and a soft-top convertible.
Oh, wow.
So the soft-top's inside, you put that up, and a hardtop, you keep it in the garage. It takes 2 guys to put it on. So it's got a light hardtop that goes on as a convertible, but
awesome.
I just keep it as convertible when it's a sunny day you drive it, you know.
Well, thank you for taking a little time with us.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks. So we're now at Classic Porsches, which is my other favorite classic cars. And I think Arlen has a gorgeous example of one here. And Arlen, why don't you tell me a little bit about this car?
Well, it's a 1963 356 C. I bought it about 2 years ago. After my wife had passed away, her red Porsche went to my son in California, which I agreed with, and so I bought this one, and I call it Barbara's Memory. She was a fantastic lady. We had 58 great years.
Oh, that's sweet. It's really an amazing event with amazing cars and things to see. Next, though, however, we're going to go into why this event happens and what good it does for the community. Tell us a little bit about how Cars on Fifth started.
Well, it started 22 years ago, a little 22 plus, I guess, now, with 20 cars at the Bayfront, just some owners, mostly Ferrari Club members that just organized a lunch at the Bayfront, 20 cars, raised about $200 and thought we did something pretty special. So that was 22 years ago. This year we had about 750 cars, 150 vendors, multiple events. It's turned into something a little more than we thought in the beginning. So.
And there is a big car culture in Naples.
Yeah, Naples is unique in that, first of all, it's organized around clubs. So the history from the 20 cars, the next step was we went to 3rd Street, and it was called Ferraris on 3rd because it was primarily Ferraris. We had a lot more. Then some of the other clubs started to join us, and eventually we moved to 5th Avenue and became Cars on 5th. In the 4th year actually, after the 3rd, we moved to 5th Avenue, and changed the name.
Cars on 5th, which now generates a lot of money to the city, to the county.
Obviously, we do it for charity. I don't think I would do this at all if it wasn't for charity. That's the first thing top of mind. I think that's what the car owners see as well. However, when you consider what happens on 5th Avenue, it's the biggest day for many of the restaurants. I always check with them every year. Most of them had the biggest year ever, or biggest day ever of the year. I think there's about a dozen restaurants. The only day they're open for lunch is during Cars on 5th. The hotels do quite well, I know, because I have to stay in one. And obviously the charity aspect is really, really important, I think, to everyone that participates in it. So.
And I find it interesting that, at least I've encountered being a vendor there and being out there, is that you get a lot of people from Palm Beach, a lot of people from areas where they already have car cultures, but they really love the Naples.
Yeah, I think, 5th Avenue obviously adds to that. I think our selection of cars, it's really rare to see that many high quality cars of different marks. There's some, Ferrari events, Cavallino over in Palm Beach, that's the best Ferrari event in the world. There's some events like Pebble Beach, but DuPont Registry, we have a new relationship with them, a partnership with them, but prior to that, they called this the best one-day car show in the United States, and that's their terms or their words. So, we're flattered about that. We try every year to improve the quality of the cars and the selection. This year, I think we did a really good job at that. It's just a great place to be, and the weather doesn't hurt. You know, so you could be in Minnesota in February, or you could come down to Cars on Fifth if you want. So